One of the biggest mistakes I made when first trying to lose weight is thinking that all it took was eating less and moving a bit more and I would magically end up at my goal weight. What's going on YouTube, it's Jason, and in this video we are going to be discussing why 97% of all diets fail and what you can do to be in that 3% of the success stories. Now, before we get into the specifics of this video, I just wanted to stress that nothing I'm about to say is coming from a place of judgment. I've been obese myself and I struggled with my weight for most of my childhood. But after learning about 4 areas that I'm going to discuss in this video, I've been able to lose weight and keep it off for the last 20 years. And I've also helped hundreds of people do the same as a coach. One of the biggest mistakes I made when first trying to lose weight is thinking that all it took was eating less and moving a bit more and I would magically end up at my goal weight. It's because that was the mantra at the time in the fitness industry. Gillian McKeith, you are what you eat, just eat a bit better and eat a little bit less and you'll be fine. I tried that probably 60 or 70 times and I failed every single time. And as a coach over the last decade, I realized that's the story of most people. And that's because telling someone to eat less and move more is a massive oversimplification of the process. It would be like going to someone who's homeless and telling them that if you want to get rich, all you need to do is save more. Yeah, thanks Sherlock. If it was that simple, we would all be rich. Now don't get me wrong, eating less and moving more is going to be at the heart of any successful weight loss journey. But in order to effectively apply this principle, you must address these 4 areas, which if you don't, I'm sorry to say, you're going to end up being one of the 97% of people that fail, or you will achieve temporary weight loss success, but end up part of the New Year, New Me crowd in January. Area number 1 is your mindset. If you are going to get in shape and stay in shape, you are going to have to stop thinking like an overweight person. One harsh truth which you must come to terms with if you are going to keep the weight off is understanding that your weight is not your biggest problem. All over the fitness industry, we're made to believe from diets like Slimming World and Weight Watchers that our weight is our biggest problem. And so all of our efforts are focused on getting the weight off as fast as possible. But this is just a symptom of much bigger problems. And if you don't address the underlying issues that I'm about to discuss, all you are going to do is dab the wound. For example, going a little bit deeper into the area of mindset. During the pandemic, people gained on average 2 to 3 stone, or somewhere between 12 and 18 kilos. They came out of lockdown and were getting in touch with trainers like myself, saying they wanted to lose the 2 to 3 stone in 2 to 3 months. Now, let's be real, to gain that amount of weight, there were probably some mental health concerns, maybe even depression. So to try and skip over all of that and just try and lose the weight on some sort of crash diet is not going to work. Or even if it does work temporarily, it's obviously going to be regained. And that's because you can't bypass process. If it's taken you 2 years to gain the weight, you need to leave at least 50% of the time it took you to gain the weight if you want to keep it off. It is this shortcut, quick fix mentality that will almost guarantee that you gain all the weight back and probably a little bit more. That's not me being a negative Nancy, they are the stats. Area number 2 is your relationship with food. Now, a lot of people confuse this with their diet and nutrition as a whole, but it's far deeper than that. This is identifying and understanding the reasons why you eat. Yeah, you eat a lot, but why are you actually eating? Are you actually hungry? Are you tired? Are you bored? Are you stressed? When I told you that I gained weight at a rate of 1 stone per year for like 3 or 4 years, that was because I was having a difficult time. My parents had gone through a divorce and I used food to comfort myself. Now, believe it or not, during that time period where I was actually gaining weight, I was trying to lose weight every 2 or 3 weeks. Like, I was getting heavier, But people didn't know behind closed doors I was actually trying to lose weight. But because there were these massive hurdles, namely emotional eating, in my way, all of my efforts to lose weight were thwarted. And that's why I tell people, if you don't dig down to the root of why you are gaining weight in the first place, you are pretty much wasting your time. And so what I advise people to do is do what I did. Keep a food journal where you actually jot down the reasons why you're eating and what you're eating and the timings. You should start to notice a pattern of why you eat and what you eat, and that should help you on your way to conquering emotional eating. Area number 3 is your habits and behaviors. As I said before, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You must first get in shape in your mind, and then the body will follow. And that will translate into your lifestyle choices. So, things like your step count. Are you making sure that is not too low day to day? Are you planning your activity in advance? Are you conscious at meal times of your portions? Are you planning your meals ahead of time, or getting back from work tired and rushed off your feet and then just grabbing what is at arm's length? Look at your cupboards. Is it full of biscuits or sweets? What does that mean when you get stressed? If it's at arm's length, you are going to reach for it. All of these habits and behaviors either lead to people gaining more weight or losing weight. The choice is yours. And number 4 is understanding your nutrition. Now, I'm not talking here about good food versus bad food. Broccoli is good for you and pizza is bad for you. That's what I call key stage 1 nutrition. Most people eat healthy food in the same portions that they eat junk food, and then they don't lose any weight and they're confused because they are eating healthier. This is a sign that they don't understand nutrition as well as they think they do. Another sign that your understanding of nutrition may not be as advanced as you think is having to eliminate food groups in order to lose weight. A lot of people, and to be honest, most diets out there, heavily rely on eliminating a food group entirely. Now, I'm not talking here about someone eliminating food because of religious reasons, or for example, veganism, if you believe in saving the planet, or reasons like allergies. I'm talking here about someone who is quote unquote relatively normal and who decides that to lose weight, they must cut out carbohydrates, or to lose weight, they must cut out all sugar. Yes, that may work temporarily, but if your body has always known sugar or carbs and you don't learn to lose weight incorporating some of those food groups in, what do you think is going to happen? You guessed it, you are going to end up rebounding and being part of that 97%. So, to recap, eat less, move more is an absolutely essential part of any weight loss journey. But you're not going to be able to apply that principle if you don't work on your mindset, habits and behaviors, your relationship with food, and also build on your knowledge of nutrition. One practical thing which I want you to do on the back of this video, if you want to lose weight and keep it off, is to keep a food diary. Not just to track your calories, that's important, yes, but to actually identify the reasons why you are eating. The reality is the vast majority of people eat for reasons other than hunger. So these things may cause people to feel hungry like 10 times a day, when only 3 of those hunger signals may be genuine. If you can keep a food diary, you can learn to start identifying patterns and begin to take back control of your weight loss journey. If you are someone who is struggling with their weight and you're feeling a little bit lost, perhaps you're trying to eat less and move more like I was, but that's not working. Or maybe you've tried these elimination diets like keto, where you cut out carbs or cut out sugar and you lose weight temporarily and then gain it all back again within a few months. Then why not think about signing up to my free 10-day course called Shift. On this course, I address all the deeper issues that I discussed in this video and give you a more long-term permanent solution. And because we're on day 1, you haven't got too much to catch up on in terms of content. What have you got to lose? It's completely free. Click the link below. So that is everything. Hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like it if you did. Comment below, let me know some of the struggles you've had on your weight loss journey, or perhaps the goals that you're working towards. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to follow me on this journey, and I'll see you again soon.